true nighttime horror stories. Story number 1, The Shadowy Figure. In the quiet town of Willowbrook, strange occurrences were whispered about in hushed tones. Among the most chilling was the tale of the shadowy figure. This unsettling story began with Emily, a single mother, who lived in an old Victorian house. Every night she would hear faint footsteps on her creaky wooden floors, despite being alone. One evening, as she was reading a bedtime story to her daughter Lily, they heard the footsteps again. Fear gripped them as they realized that the source of the sounds was Lily's closet. Emily slowly opened the closet door, revealing an empty, dark space. But as she turned to reassure her daughter, a shadowy figure appeared behind her in the mirror. It had glowing red eyes and a wicked grin. Terrified, Emily and Lily fled the house, never to return. Story number 2, The Haunted Motel. In the heart of the Nevada desert stood the long-abandoned Oasis Motel. Its eerie reputation drew thrill-seekers and paranormal enthusiasts from all over. One summer night, a group of friends decided to spend a night there. As they settled into their room, they heard whispers in the hallway. The temperature dropped dramatically and an unsettling presence filled the room. A ghostly figure appeared wearing clothes from the 1950s. It was a woman, sobbing. She approached them and pointed to a photograph on the wall. The photo was of the motel in its heyday, and the woman was in it. She mouthed the words, "Help me." Terrified, the group fled, leaving the motel behind. The next day, they found out that the motel's history was marred by a murder-suicide involving a woman in the 1950s, the same woman they had seen in the photograph. Story number 3, The Vanishing Hitchhiker. In a small, remote town in the Midwest, there was a chilling legend of the vanishing hitchhiker. Residents claimed that a ghostly young woman dressed in tattered clothing would appear on the desolate highway during the darkest hours. One night, a young couple was driving home, and they spotted the hitchhiker on the side of the road. Concerned for her safety, they pulled over and offered her a ride. The woman sat silently in the back seat, her face obscured by her long, wet hair. When they arrived at her destination, she had disappeared without a word. Baffled, the couple knocked on the door of the house where they had dropped her off. An elderly woman answered and explained that her daughter had died in a car accident on that very road several years ago. She showed them a picture, and it was the same woman they had picked up. These 3 horrifying nighttime tales serve as a chilling reminder that sometimes the darkest hours conceal the most terrifying secrets.